Okay, yeah, there's no replacement for my face. Something happened with my video. I'm about to get I'm about to get up off this toilet, off this commode, off this darn stool. That's it. Off the toilet stool. And then go wash my hands in the face with the face ball. If it ever was, please. Yeah. The toilet, I'm seeking from my life. My way, yeah. God damn it. Okay. Sheesh. Come on, man. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, yesterday I was street. Oh, damn. Shit. So strong, so potent, so big, so today. Oh, today not like any other day. Oh, please explain. Or just say your name. Oh, where did they come from? And what is the meaning of me in my face? I get information from me. Oh, tell me something, anything, but everything. Oh, Yes. All of that. Telling me about Wisconsin. What's that? Send your calls to Wisconsin. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Route your calls to Wisconsin and reroute them to Wisconsin. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Why are you telling me about Wisconsin? I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I got the big tanks. I got the big bangs. Whoa, I'll make it happen wherever I am. I ain't scared. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. I would like to pay a bill I have, but first, can you give me an invoice of what is in your system? And also, can you give me a printout of the profile that you have with my name on it here, Kenosha Public Library, please?
Oh, yeah. Your library card?
I don't have a library card. I have a driver's license, though.
That will work.
It's invalid.
Whatever you have.
This driver's license is invalid, though. It's invalid, but it's mine. So it's not suspended.
All right. I'll see you later.
I'm here. Can you tell me what you're looking at right now about me?
So I'm gonna get the printout of your bill that you have on your account, and then I'll give you a summary as well.
What is a summary?
What you just requested of your file.
What is that though? Of my file? I asked for, what do you mean a summary of what?
So like I'm gonna print this out for you, which tells you, your bill right here.
Okay.
I'm printing this out for you. So if you want it, I can go ahead and just.
Okay, and then what else are you planning to print out?
Well, if you want, I can give you this portion of it.
And then also, in addition, okay, you go ahead and print that out, and then I have another request, okay?
Yeah, of course.
Because I did have, there's two different requests, but if you only, I don't know how you're doing things, but I did request that you print out a library profile, not only for what is the bill.
Yeah, I can.
But I did try to return that power bank to the Racine Public Library, and the director there refused. His employees refused to accept it. They did a whole bunch of other stuff, but I did. But I know what I'm talking about. But that's fine. I already talked to someone yesterday and let them know that I have the power bank in storage, and I plan to bring it to you. But I am planning to pay the $40.
Yeah, give me 1 minute. My computer is thinking right now, spiraling.
Oh, okay. No, I can't give you a minute, but I can stand here on my own 2 feet. If I can do this stuff myself, I would. Show information on the computer.
Hi. Okay. If you have a question, you can ask over here at the desk. Okay, it's okay. I totally get this because my husband had stress and all through that. Yeah, he's doing good. Sorry, it's like literally not letting.
Well, because you have to probably go into your office and print or talk to someone else about printing because. Oh, what are you saying? Did you know exactly? How did you know what else I was going to say before? Were you nodding your head about? Did you know what I was going to say?
No, I'm just affirming that I'm listening.
Oh, can you please use your words if you can, or can you write down what you're saying? Do you already know that you're supposed to go in onto that office and print out because that computer isn't
No,
printing
but I can
exactly?
pull it up. So if you give me 1 minute.
I just said that I wouldn't, but can you rephrase that and talk in a different? I can do stuff, but just I want to be able to have a proper understanding and vocabulary and language, please, and translation. I appreciate
I can
it.
go back there and print it out. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and print out some stuff back here. Okay.
I am not a lady. Okay, and I'm not a human. And if you find that insane, then here's a full library of reasons. I'm not a monkey.
Can I help you with anything?
You know what? I don't actually know, but I want to get a printout of the profile that I have here at Kenosha Library with my name on it, and just to tell just everything any information that you have about me on there. Can you do that? Like even if it's through your online profiles or any particular information that you have specifically,
Okay, like
please.
things on like a library card account?
Yes, any information, whatever it is about me.
Okay.
The full file with my name on it.
So like we can get you printouts of like your account on the library. Other things we'll have to take a little bit because we have to find anything else that could be there.
Okay,
so
sure.
like we can get you printouts from your workflows account, anything that's on the account, what's on there. Would that work for you for today?
In particular, if you can specifically tell me, it can work for itself. I do my own stuff, and I can appreciate learning about what you have about me, please.
Sure. Let's grab what's on. Do you have your library card with you?
I don't have a library
wait.
card, actually.
Looks like Rosa had you pulled up.
That wasn't the question. That's a different
Okay.
question. She's doing something else about a bill.
Well, when I said your account, I mean this is the account that we have when we say like the stuff that's on your account. So I could get you a printout of anything that's on this right now.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Okay.
So I could get printouts of like any information from that's on here, if we have like the checkout history turned on, we can grab that and get that to you today.
I'm questioning what you're. I hear you.
Okay. Other things we're gonna have to take time because it's a process to actually search through and see what else comes up. So if we can get that to you, but it's going to take some time. That's not going to be like I can get you everything today moment.
Action. Oh, sure. Okay. So this is what this is. Can you print out that? That's not what was being printed out exactly, but whatever information, as much as information in this profile that you have, sure, I would appreciate if you could print all that out. And then, there's.
Oh, it looks like
that is something totally. That's about a bill. That's a bill. That's not what. That's.
Oh, so see, we got the bill. So this is some of that info, but I'll see if there are other things on there, and we can kind of look at this as well.
And so what does this mean, profile name? What is that?
So profile name.
And actually, you know what? I'm going to talk to her about this. You handle yours. I'm going to talk to her about this, okay? Please.
Okay. I mean, I can also explain.
Oh, no, because I don't.
There.
Oh, this is something totally different. I want to ask her about that. This is the information that I was talking to her about, and you asked if you can work about something different. So if you just stick to that one, and I could be consistent and keep my integrity, okay?
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Well, I'll be with her for this.
Oh, sure, of course. Because I have other stuff to do. I want to go read about Hitler.
Let's talk about that. I will, because I'll probably print from the same thing. And we can kind of work together too. So
okay, so are you going to print out that information, and then when you're going to come back, I can talk to you about it all?
I'm going to stick around because we're going to be working off the same page. And
okay, so can you print that? That is when I asked about that, then the conversation. What's your name? Rosa. Okay, what's your name?
My name is Xander.
Xander, I'm Jasmine Renee Davis, and I stand on my own, and so I'm not a member of you all. I'm not here to advocate for you or do anything like that.
Wyatt, could you come out to help another patron, please?
And so when I did ask you, Rosa, about the one thing that you did, and then the one thing I asked him about, you did not reference what I asked the thing. So then when you came, then I said, okay, well then you can then do that part of it. And then, because if this is your job, then do it. You know, it's fine. I can talk to you, whoever around here. I'm happy to.
Okay.
This is a library. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. It can be a learning experience or whatever, but I want accurate information. And so when I did ask you, Rosa, I said that I want the bill because I want to put money on the bill, but I also want to see here. And then I also said, but then not only that, I have another question or assignment or something, like I have a task that I want to be fulfilled, and that would be to print out the library profile and the things that you have. But I don't know why you still replied to me as if I only was asking specifically only about the bill and nothing else, but I was actually asking you about two separate subjects. And then, so that's the only situation. So, if you want to print out that profile and all that, or, and then, so this here, you did print out some additional information because I did reference some things to you on your way to walk over there. And I know that you did not know that the computer that you are using does not print out. So that's kind of a problem with you, I'm sure, as you're being guided through your shift here today. But this is the information here for the bill, of course. And then you did print out this. It's a display user. Can you tell me about this, and what does this mean when it says the profile name?
So profile name.
So are you answering for her?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not even going to have this conversation then.
Okay.
Because why can't she talk for herself?
Well, right now I'm the manager on duty when it comes to like giving patron information, looking at every detail of each thing. I am kind of charged with answering that.
So why was it that you didn't tell me that you would not be the one to talk to me, that you were only printing the files out and then I would be talking to Xander?
So you've requested for me to print this out, and I went to go ahead and print this out as well because my computer froze at the time that I was attempting to do that. And then my manager came out here to help support in answering this particular question.
How is that possible? Is there a reason why you decided to print out something that you did not confirm if I had asked for?
I thought that that's what you had requested.
Oh, okay. Because I did further kind of tell you like, okay, well, you know what, but print this out and then I can talk to you further about the other information when you come out. Is that where you are in the situation? Is that what you heard?
Well,
because that's what I was saying.
Yeah, this is what I heard.
Okay, so Xander, what does this profile name mean right here, please?
So profile name tells the system
I appreciate the information.
what potential limits or additions could be there. So all of our patrons have a general profile name of some sort. So that basically is the thing that says, okay, this person's allowed an unlimited number of checkouts with that current profile name. Or they could be, there's also like a teacher profile name that has different
Jasmine Renee
rules associated with the account. So those profile names solely mean like what limitations or allowances that the account has.
I believe this morning.
So that is what profile name means.
Okay, but why? Okay, so can you give me a printout of each of profiles that you have? What are the different names of the different profiles that you have here at Kenosha Public Library?
That is going to be a bit of a difficult ask because we have over like 40 different potential profile names that we assign to library card accounts.
Oh.
The ones that we generally use, that we use for patrons on a regular basis.
Okay, go ahead, please.
There's one, and sorry, when I say patrons, basically anyone that comes in to serve for the library is what I mean by patrons.
Oh, I'm just here on my own. I'm not a patron. Please continue saying what you're saying. I'm happy to hear what you're saying.
So the ones that we typically use are this Easy KPL Adult. What that one means, it has a limited amount of checkouts. It actually doesn't require proof of an address. It still requires an ID for getting a library card account, but it doesn't require like proof of an address. Our Easy KPL Juvenile, that is what this one is. That is similar to the Easy KPL Adult, but it is for kids because kids aren't kids without a parent signing their card. They aren't allowed to they need a parent or guardian to sign under a card. That is a temporary kind of card meant for, because we're going to send a letter to the home for the parent to know if their child is asking for a library card, needs a parent or guardian to sign on to that.
So there's a difference. So so what is an adult?
In terms of like the library?
What do you mean by adult in your language here that is consistent to what you're saying?
So
here?
Adults in Wisconsin statute for libraries, adult profiles are age 16 and up.
What statute would that be?
Most of all the library statutes are under 4230, which is designating, and we can, 1 second, 30 Wisconsin Library. So most of that consideration is in regards to public library records, which is in 4330 in the Wisconsin State Legislature. So in here, it will have that what is considered an adult in terms of library records was 16 and up, or under age of 16, which is under this section on there. And so when we say adult versus juvenile, that is that split, is that 16 or older, and then under 16 is considered a juvenile account.
Oh.
And so that is a designation between when we're looking at profiles in here, when we're looking at the Easy KPL Adult, Easy Juvenile, and we're going to go over more because there's more splits in there. But that is what that designation is.
So what is a split and what is a kid?
So when I say split, I'm talking when we're talking between, and I'm talking if we split adults and juvenile. So we got a line there. If we're talking about the easy accounts, the easy KPL adult versus easy KPL juvenile, the adult's profile there is for ages 16 and up, and the children's, whatever word we want to use to designate what like a minor is or what the juvenile is, that would be under 16. And so for under 16, they need a parent's signature to be upgraded to a full parent or guardian signature to be a full library card account. And that's what that's telling us when we set that profile name, because it has different limitations compared to even the easy KPL adult profile. So.
Okay. So mine does not say any of that information.
Yeah.
What is RESTRRAC?
Let me see. Because that.
This is not my profile.
Standard.
I mean, I'm just saying. And so that's how I'm trying to ask exactly what it means, because it's in something that has my name and it says display user.
Okay. Do you mind if I look at this real quick?
What do you mean? Do I mind?
As in, are you okay with me grabbing the paper? And
you can grab the paper, but I'm not okay. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Okay.
You can.
I'll
Sure.
leave it
No.
then.
I'm happy if you want to professionally, you can touch the paper and you can read it.
Okay.
But I'm not labeling myself or limiting anything that I'm doing.
Rest track. That is a weird profile name, I will say. Because I don't see it as one of the standard ones in here. One moment, because I'm in our system here, you can see how this one says display user, this one says modify user. So I'm going to look at display because I'm under modify right now. Okay. Because that I may have to discuss with one of our circulation leads on why that shows up. It may relate to the current status right now because it has block there for the status. So I may have to ask if that is related to that, because does not look like one of selectable ones that is normally here. So I can ask.
So it's okay.
And would you like for me to give you more information about what that specifically means?
Yes,
Would
please.
you like me to send an email or give you a phone call when I find out?
You can send an email, and also can you keep a printout of it here, and I can pick it up upon return of the information that you gather?
So when you say a printout, what does that printout look like?
So I don't know. I just know that it's full information of exactly what it is abbreviated. Who is the system holder? Who creates the profiles? I will also like a full listing of all of those 40 profiles and their definitions. And what they mean, please.
Profile names and definitions of each profile name. No name. Okay. Tab of display and modify user of 6 5 6 7 5. Okay. So
I was about to look at your hair. You're trying.
So what else could I answer for today?
So that is exactly what I am asking you. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
Okay.
And so I want to know specifically what block means, status of block means. I don't know what this means, but can today you tell me who is the one that's in charge of the system and what is the information, who holds and makes, who keeps and lists this information and tells your computers what to do and what to say as far as these this data is concerned.
So I'll start with the blocked because that'll be easier to explain. So blocked essentially means that this account is not able to currently check out material from the library. So that is in regards to the physical material. So like check right now, this account is not, the owner of this account is not allowed to check out the physical material from the building.
Okay, my name is on there. I'm on myself, but I don't even know about all this different stuff, the different profiles. I never chose any specific profile. I was never asked if I wanted a specific profile.
Okay.
I don't know any of that information. And so that's why it is important to not know essentially, but I want to know exactly what it is. But I also want a listing of those 40 and
Yes.
all the ones that you did say, and I want a full description.
Okay.
But I also want to know what other ones that you all have somewhere that are unspecified exactly, but they are present and they are being used.
Okay.
And so that is important to me.
So when we
Please.
make a library card for somebody, and anyone that works a service desk can make a library card at the request of an individual that comes in asking for a library card. If they fit the qualifications that we need for a library card, that is what prompts us for making that account. So when accounts are made, we're asking, I'll grab one of these for you real quick.
Oh, I can grab it for myself, but if you want to tell me the information.
When accounts are made, people give us this information.
Okay.
And so based on the information on our registration form, whether it's filled out online or filled out in paper, that information we use to then give that account holder the different profile names, what library they are set to, setting the demographics based on the address that we're given. So all of the information on the different accounts that we have are set based on the information we receive from the registration forms.
Okay, and so now, if I was to sign, this is a random question, but it makes sense primarily for Kenosha County. If I was to sign that, how would, if I don't know how to sign or where to sign, how would you show me how to sign that, since I see signature on there?
So at the time of account creation, that is when we would have someone either sign this form, sign their library card number, or sign it digitally on this system.
How would you tell me or perhaps instruct me on where to sign if I didn't know exactly where to sign?
So if we were in the process for creating that library card, I would ask you to have signed here if we were doing that right now.
So do you mark there? Do you sign there? What do you do?
Someone would sign their name, putting their full name on that signature.
Okay, sure. I just appreciate the information. And then, okay, so this is what I'm asking you. Can you print out the initial information that you told me that you could print out right now?
Yeah.
And bring it to me, and then all that other stuff. If you can send me an email, also just as some kind of receipt of the conversation here today, and just so I can document it, and just begin to continue on the start of the conversation and my request of this information here today in the data.
Yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm not logged into this computer. What I'm going to do is grab my work computer so that I can work on this, getting you those printouts, and also send it to our printer in the back. Typically, I don't want to send it to the printers out here just because this is the account and the information on this account. So we don't let me rephrase what I'm about to say.
Oh, you do you.
When
You
it
be
comes
yourself.
to,
I
when
don't
it comes
know.
to patron information, I want to print it to a private printer rather than the ones specifically out here, just because I don't want other patrons to accidentally pick it up instead and then have all the information that's on this account. So I'm going to grab my computer so that I can pull this up and print it to the one in the back.
Okay.
So I will be right back.
Sure, that's different language. I appreciate that information.
So,
and then this one, may I look at this?
Sure.
And then, okay. So sure, me, is that a yes, please?
You can take that, do with what you want with it. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to grab my computer so I can start working on getting those printouts of the account, okay?
I look to see what you look like being right back.
Oh, well.
I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
In about a minute, so.
So I want to eat some food.
Right.
So now at the start of this conversation, there was someone else involved. That person has now, I have considered no longer a part of this conversation unless if that is your standard. Because, I mean, if they want to come back and talk, that's fine. But I'm talking to you specifically right now.
Okay.
I speak for myself and I'm confident in that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but I know that some of this conversation has to be addressed to Rosa. Okay. If ever there's any question.
Okay.
But right now, I'm happy to talk to you about this information, please. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so let's just take a look at this. So what I'm going to do is for accounts, there's kind of two.
And I'm
tabs
using my
that have-
natural eyes, okay? So I'm trying to, I don't have the magnifying glass or the telescope or, you know, I don't have that marketing product or whatever.
Yeah.
So
What I'm going to do
trying to look and see
is there are
the font on
multiple
here,
tabs on here. I'm going to print out each of these tabs in this display user portion
Okay.
and each of the tabs in the modify user portion.
So basic info means what?
So basic info is what's here. So this has the first name, a preferred name, middle name, last name, suffix. This is the card number is what is meant by the user ID, is the library card number. The alt ID, which we don't use, there's only one ID for our account holders. The standard library, so when we say this is the library that someone prefers to have things delivered to or set as their main building that they go to. We talked about profile name, and then charge history rule is whether the system here is remembering what's been checked out or not.
Who talked about profile name?
We talked about profile name about 10 minutes ago. You'd asked, we're going to get you a printout of each of the listing of the profile names and the definitions of each.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's when
I'm not a we with you.
that's
I'm
the
my
same
own
thing.
independence. So like you talked about it and I talked about it. I see what
Yes.
you're saying, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know I'm not a we. And it's okay, just a little more breathing and bodybuilding to say the difference and who you are and who I am. I like being different. Okay.
So what I am going to be printing, is each of these tabs and each of these tabs and the information that's on each.
Are those abbreviated or is that the actual name and is there an origin or what is that there?
Each of these
specifically?
tabs is showing their full names here.
Okay.
So demographics is demographics. There's no longer or shorter of that.
Okay, not here. Okay, I understand.
Okay.
And then what about info?
Oh, the basic info?
Yes, is info just info?
Yes.
Okay,
Basic,
sure.
well, info and information.
Oh, okay, sure,
So,
please. Okay.
all right. So that's what
You
I'm
can
going to
print
print.
that out for now, sure.
All right.
Please. 'Cause I want to get on with the stuff that I want to get on with, and then I have some money to put into that bill there, please.
Okay. I do have to print each page one at a time, so I don't know how long that will take, but I am working on getting all of those printed.
Oh, of course. And then, okay. And so as you're doing that, and then I would like to pull up it's a balance of 30 amount owed. For what that means is for a power bank that I tried to return in Racine, Wisconsin, and then there was some kind of thing that happened where they were like fighting me and didn't want to accept the return, and then I sat on the floor. They called the police and said because someone behind me wanted to. It was a older white woman who said, "I'm taking too much time." Handling my stuff, and so they said that they weren't going to address the issue, so I had to bring it back with me to avoid going to jail because someone else wanted to have their place in line.
Okay.
But that wasn't the full story because I went through a lot of stuff trying to just convince them, hey, I'm here to return this. I don't owe you $40 because I have the product right here. Mm-hmm. And so and then the director there in Racine said it's Nick Dominski or something like that, said the whole reason that he called the police was because he did not want me to get the solar power generator. Okay. Because I said, well, can I still get it? He said, that's the whole reason of why this happened, so that you don't get it. I said, oh, really? But so then he didn't accept it. So instead of me, because I said I had just called, and this was like about September, October 2024. I said, I only had to pay you all $3. How is it $40? I have the product, but I just was not in Racine to return it. Okay, because there was a 6-month suspension in Kenosha here. So I was getting things from Racine at that time. And so when I came from Kenosha and went to Racine, then I tried to give them the items that I had actually gotten from Kenosha, but picked them up in Racine. But they wouldn't accept that because they wanted me to pay whatever for whatever reason. But I had the product, but I told them after all of the conversation that I had to bring the box in, but they did all of that before I even told them. And then I said, okay, but just here is this, I'm gonna bring the box, but the course and all that stuff, whatever. But even though they still didn't, so I said, okay, well, I'm not just going to leave it there because then it's going to be lost. And then, I still have to pay the $40. So, but that's fine. I'm happy to pay the $40. But there was some things that was happening there that actually kept me from even returning the power bank. And then there was a black one that is not even on listed that was written off for some reason. So it's like, but I can return that one too. But it's only listed for one. So I just want to tell you that information though. But I would like to pay some money on this account. Okay. And so I would like to pay $1.05.
Yeah. Okay. So you said you've got how much are we paying off right now?
Oh, I didn't tell you how much I got. And I would like to pay this bill on my own. I don't want you to credit it for me. And so it's one United States dollar, and then it's $2 bills here. Okay. But I would like to just pay just 5 cents out of the $2. That's what I'm saying, please.
So $1.05 to pay?
Yes, please.
Okay, we can do that.
So I don't know how that translates anyway, but that's the only way that I can say it about this here.
I want to check if we have enough pennies to get to the to 90. Actually, wait, no. That should actually, I don't need to care about pennies. Never mind.
If you want to give me 95 pennies, I'll be happy to accept
Yeah,
95 pennies.
I don't think we'll need to because we have nickels. And it's so, okay, $1.05.
Nickel, copper, interesting elements, I suppose. But about this here, money matters.
So what I am giving you back, 3 quarters and 2 dimes is the 95 cents.
Okay, appreciate it.
And so we have taken that off.
I'm
and
looking like,
then
okay, money.
This is
okay, dollar.
this is for you for what's basically, this is a record of the transaction.
Okay. So it's not a receipt, it's a record of the transaction.
Correct.
Appreciate the information. And so do you have receipt here?
That is as close as a receipt that we have for something that is purely through this same system, the workflows system in what is called our integrated library system. So if we had say like a credit card bill, this would print what would be a receipt from that. But through cash, that is just a record of this transaction happened, so that we basically can balance the cash drawer and have a record of money was exchanged. Why is there $1.05 in here? That's what that is.
Oh, okay.
So that's a record that this system did that transaction, so our accounting folks know what happened with it.
And so who holds the data of all of the records that Kenosha Public Library System has?
So it's a bit complicated. I'm going to start there. It's a bit complicated. So the system that holds the records for all of the profiles, all the library card accounts is called our integrated library system. Our integrated library system is called Cersei Dynex Symphony. The managers of the entire system, because this is shared between 4 counties of libraries, would be Prairie Lakes Library System, that manages the integration of this integrated library system through all of the libraries in those 4 counties.
Okay, sure. And so is that a physical business as well?
They're not a business. It is, so Prairie Lakes Library System is another, let me try to explain exactly Prairie Lakes' role. They are a consortium of different libraries coming together to manage these systems. So like this integrated library system as a whole. So it's not a business, but it is an entity that has staff that help manage this system in conjunction or together with all the libraries that make up what's called the Shared Library Consortium.
Okay, so where's that?
Just remember the cups.
I don't even know. You're talking about that particular system. Where's that system housed? Is there a building there?
Good question.
Oh, no, I'm not good.
Share.
But the question could be good for you. So I've asked you that, so it is what it is. I'm still here. Active.
A lot of these systems are digital as a whole. So they exist as servers that help run that system. Now, Share as a consortium doesn't have a building, but Prairie Lakes Library System does have a location for their staff to do their work. And when it comes to managing the back end, there is a physical location. So they have 2 offices. So these are the 2 offices for Prairie Lakes Library System. And they would be, so there is, I don't know if they have the physical servers on these sites that help manage that whole system. That I don't know. but I would think that the folks at the system level would potentially know where servers are housed.
At what point would you know, working with the system and being employed rationally in the environment? So when would you know that information that you don't know?
I could ask.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I'm just asking, when would you know? Okay, so you can include that in the documentation or whatever that you plan to learn about and tell me.
So you want to know where the servers that host our integrated library system are physically located?
If that is your question that you do not know, I want you to get the information and tell me about it, please.
Well, I want to make sure I'm getting you the right information.
Okay.
So what exactly is the ask that you're asking for?
I want to make sure that everything that you are telling me and the things that you do not know, I want to make sure that you can know them so that I can get the proper information to answer the question that I already asked you.
So could you repeat that question for me?
So I want to make sure that I get all of the information. And why are you asking me to repeat myself?
Because I want to make sure that you get the information you're requesting here. And so we've been talking about a lot of different areas of things. I want to make sure that I'm answering your initial question.
Okay, so I did ask about where is this, who holds the data of this information. There's 40 profiles here. Okay, there is something listed, a profile name with my name on here, and it is as a display user. The profile name is RESTRRAC. I would like to know more about that. You told me that that is a name that is unusual and is unspecified in particular because you do not generally see it and you do not know what that meant. It is outside of the 40 listings that you have. And I also asked you to identify each of those 40 listings, including all ones that were unidentified, but they are placed in your system properly, please. And then I went on to ask you more information about who holds the data, the information specifically about everything. So that would include any of my past checkouts, any of my past bills that I had here, anything that I ever checked out here, any listings, if there is any debt, if there is any things that have been charged off, what money, where did it go, what is about it, who does the accounting for that, who is the bill collector, what came of the tax write-off, if there were any tax write-offs, that kind of professional information I'm very much so interested in. But I also am asking you to make sure that things are relevant and that you have some sort of holistic approach in your environment as you are employed and working, and that you are knowledgeable in the area of your job that you have already got hired for. That's what I'm saying. So,
all right, I did write that down, so I will get that additional information.
So
for you
yeah,
as
I
well.
want to know about all of this stuff and what it is about, please.
Okay.
And so you plan to print off that other information so I can be on my way too, that you said you was going to print out with your own computer?
I've been working to send them to the printer. I'm actually on the
I can stand here too, though.
stage for that. So
Okay, of course.
Yes.
Appreciate the information, Sandra. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis.
All right, I am going to get these from the printer. And would you prefer them stapled or not stapled?
You can just bring, if you keep a copy for yourself, you can staple if you want to or whatever, but you can just hand them to me right hot off the printer, please.
That works for me. I will return with your papers.
I want to eat that ice cream. It's gonna be so good because it's gonna sit for a little bit. I don't know. Water is probably supposed to look more darker, but people might be afraid because they get spooked out about all the stories so that they can make not gold and give it and keep it. And also, I'm not a human.
So this is all the information that we have for this profile. that we can get from that integrated library system.
Okay, so this is the information there.
Correct.
And then, so you want to also give me the information in full detailed description about those profiles, so, right?
I will see what I can get, and I can't tell you exactly when because I have to send a few emails to make sure I get them because there's some we don't typically use.
Okay.
But we will follow up with an email to you with some of that, with that information.
Okay, and then, so when you said that works for you, what do you mean by that?
As in I could accomplish that, or I will go out to get that. That's what I mean.
Okay, and if you cannot, please make sure that when you come, you tell me exactly who can, because it is available.
Okay.
I appreciate the information here today.
All right. Anything else we can do for you today?
Of course, not for me, but there's some other questions I have. But I'm interested. I have some sitting down over there, and I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
Appreciate it. And what time? What's your business hours today at this library?
Our hours today are from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, so 5 o'clock. What does PM mean?
That is actually a good question. It's going to be in the afternoon, but 5 p.m. What does the PM stand for? Looks like it stands for post meridian.
Okay, I don't know what that means exactly.
Okay.
Appreciate the information.
You are welcome.
I'm Jasmine Renee. I wasn't about to run you over. Jasmine Renee Davis. Hey, I'm sorry. Anyway, I can carry this bag. There's Truman. Yeah. Oh, particularly random in this video, of course. I'm Jasmine Renee Davis. Oh, I got my food. I can't eat this. I don't even know how that's really open right now. There's always going to be something in a public place anyway. And I'm not to discredit. I had to be more strict with my camera movement. I'm eating this ice. Oh my goodness. Mhm. I definitely know how to handle things, and I want more. I mean, it's just so limited. Why? I would find that I need to advance more. But anywhere I am, if someone is saying it is a public place, then they should have public articulation, where they should have public information, and they should already know exactly everything should already be available immediately, not just at glance, but just on demand. I'm just saying. And so I have problems in my struggle with this whole situation and this whole public thing too. Straight up. I'm here. I'm not here to beat these people up. But me having information and being able to talk and to do things should never threaten anyone or to cause someone to make an uproar in situations where it's as if I am attacking someone in a way that is abusive or violent. I don't want to have to deal with, as I'm talking and I glance up and see, oh, maybe there's a police car, and are they coming, just to make sure, is someone offended? Because it's happened. And if it happened at a business, and if it did happen at a business, that is what they do there. That's not like a personal person where I can change. I might have to call someone or whatever. I'm not in any specific local governments or anything like that. But I'm saying, but if a business is consistently have did things in particular, and someone is working there, and someone that works there doing something is consistent with perhaps that corporation's activity or whatever, business or private entities or whatever they want to call it, and without any notifications listed, hey, they update their policies, here's a listing out on the door, make sure that you are knowledgeable of the updated policy and the different changes and how businesses ran and things like that. So I wouldn't particularly know exactly what it is about, because I understand that the power in me is still yet even growing. And so although I know that this is who I am, that energy is probably unsustainable for those who cannot even fashion themselves to even appreciate where I'm coming from, and where their sights are set on the I don't even know, of something that I'm not. Seriously, I don't know what I have to that are really not natural to me. They're not as natural as I want. It is real, and they're good in some ways, but yeah, I'm here on my own. I'm not here to start any mess with anybody, but I'm actually here doing my stuff. A library full of things. I know I had this on yesterday. It's so good. So here. And so just sitting right here, I was not happy, so I'm but when I my body. Okay. So okay, so I have some food. So I'm excited. I really like some of this called jalapeno popper. And there's like a sausage jelly like sauce too. That's pretty good. Pretty good. It's like a breaded jalapeno. But it has a cheese in it. I gotta figure out what cheese I can have. And what cheese is. Maybe, so I don't have it anymore. I used to. But I like to say that's what it is. And so I have found a saltine cracker, now some good. A saltine cracker, a jalapeno pepper, and some great jelly. But you know what? On some share they don't just sell real jelly. Really wild. You don't even have to go through that. Because it's out there. I can know. And I'm glad that I know not what not to know for me. Definitely.